Welcome to the Ridealong channel. Welcome to Alpes d'Huez in the heart of the French Alps, and welcome to your Christmas snow report. If you're new to the channel, I don't know where you've been. This is the Ridealong channel. My name is Cookie. I'm an ESF instructor based here in Alpes d'Huez. And basically every so often I'll give you a bit of an update on the forecast, a bit of an update on the snow conditions, and most importantly, I won't just stand here and talk about it. I'm going to take you for a bit of a ski. You're going to be on board with me live while I tell you what I'm feeling under my skis and what the snow is actually doing, rather than just standing here saying cloud, snow, ice, powder. Here we go. Now, chances are you're watching this because you've been watching the forecast for the last week or two, or possibly even longer, counting down the days until your holiday. So you've probably seen the last week or so, we've had every possible condition the mountain could throw at us. We've had rain, we've had heavy snow, we've had howling wind, and finally now we've got perfect clear skies, zero wind, and as a result of all of that mixed up weather, we have the most perfect snow you can dream of. However, I'm going to take you for a ski. I'm going to show you and let you feel what the snow's like with me. But the last week or two, what has it been like if you've been with me? Now, although we've had every condition thrown at us, it's actually been pretty good. Yes, it gets a little bit rainy. We're going to get a bit wet, but it hasn't affected the skiing. We can still ski everywhere. The mountain is still open. Yes, it got really windy yesterday, and the top of the mountain wasn't open while they were getting everything ready. But down lower, everything was amazing. Tons of snow came down mixed with the wind and the rain, which made some challenging off-piste conditions, but still, we could ski all over the place. Nothing was on a full shutdown. We were all still out there having a good ski for the last week or two. When it gets so mixed up, it does upset the off-piste a little bit, and that's my personal favorite. It's where I love to take clients. People want to book me for an off-piste day, an outing somewhere here and there. The last couple of days definitely has been a bit challenging because the rain mixed with the wind and the snow creates all kinds of different snowpacks. It heightens the avalanche risk and makes things very changeable. But actually the nice thing from that, it's the same with all levels of skier, is there isn't one way of skiing. The better you are at skiing, the more versatile and dynamic and adaptable you are with your skiing style, your skiing technique, and the skills, the tricks, the tactics you're using along the way. Last week, we've been learning a whole variety of skills rather than this is how you ski properly. It's been this is how we adapt for this condition. This is how we can ski in these conditions. Although it's perfect just now, I'm deliberately going to hunt out some of the worst stuff as well as some of the best stuff, just to give you a bit of an idea of what I'm talking about. Speaking of which, doing 2 runs on this face just now. This is the signal at 2100. I'm going to do one just over that way on the perfect corduroy piste, which is immaculate right now. And actually there's some racing going on over there you'll see in a moment or two. But I think to start with, I'm going to go straight down below here. This is an unpisted, rutted out field of everything, just to show how adaptable and changeable you need to be. There's going to be a whole range of stuff. Stay tuned. Remember, if you're new to the channel, whack that subscribe button down the bottom. Have a look around the rest of the channel. There's loads of other hints and tips and weather, snow forecasts and things going on. And you'll notice along the way with everything I record, there's going to be a few little hints about techniques and skills dropped in, as well as how I'm recording it. So this is all of it. Every single clip you see on this film right now is all recorded on the Insta360 X4. But enough of that. Let's go for a ski. Microphone on, camera on, most important, pocket check. Too many pockets in this jacket, done. And the classic pole click before you begin. So down here, if you can see the terrain I'm skiing in, this is called sastrugi snow at some points, which tells me it's been very windy. And then onto that slightly crustier stuff where the top layer of the snow has just been blown away. Back into the soft stuff once again. It really is a little bit of everything just to put your skills and tricks to the technique, to the test, I should say, your skills and technique to the test, whilst trying to narrate while you're skiing. You're really starting to feel good at this. There's a fence here. There's a classic test of skills. It's not just turning where you want to turn, but where the gates tell you to. Of course, in tracked out cruddy powder just makes it even harder. As you can probably tell from me being slightly out of breath just now. It's such a cool mix of that's tricky, that's nice, that's soft, that's nothing, that's hard, there we go, lovely powder again. And Just below me, I can see it opens out to lovely powder once again. Woo. Not quite my first run of the day. I have warmed up, but you can see the sun isn't fully up around the area just yet. So this is definitely a warm up for my legs. Shoulder check as I hit the piste. Let's back up and see what the signal piste is like. So I brought you over here to the signal piste as a little warm-up, simply because it's east-southeast facing. So it's one of the first pistes in the village to get the sun. So it's not long after 9 o'clock just now. Snow is grippy, sun is out. The cannons off to my right-hand side are pumping out. To be honest, not because they need extra snow, but just to get a little bit more moisture in the base. And that's the Stad, that's the racing piste to my right. This snow is good though. So we've got a little bit of corduroy still. A lot of the racers are training on this one because of the Stad being cannoned right now. Also back up to how cold I said it was. It's definitely below zero if those cannons are on. Woo! That's good. Yes. So that was the signal, that face just over there. It's now about an hour later in the day. We're on the other side of the mountain. This is the top of Marmottes 1. We're about to ski down at Ridealong, their nice red run just behind the camera, that sort of direction there. And while I'm here thinking about weather and snow and where I'm going, I've actually kind of waited a little bit here just to make sure the sun has come up on this side of the mountain, which it does around now. It's now late morning. And the snow, the pistes, they're at their prime a few days after fresh snowfall. So yesterday was the first day after the snow, and actually the pistes were pretty tricky to be skiing on. Because there was so much fresh snow, they have groomed underneath, and then the snow's been blown on top of it, or it snowed on top of it, and then everyone starts skiing it for the day. It starts to get pretty lumpy and bumpy and tricky as the day starts to go on. It can feel great, it's really silent, soft snow. But once it's had a couple of days to settle down, to get firm, to get piste bash and groomed, and the snow kind of transforms and sticks together that little bit better, you're going to get that dry, chalky sort of feeling, really grippy snow, which is pretty much where we're at just now. So here we go. Right now you're on the end of the Unicorn Mount still with that same X4 camera clipped onto the helmet. Make sure the helmet's tight. And I've got some space pocket checks as I head. And here we are, straight into what I hope is, yes, this nice chalky snow that I just described. Grippy and powerful. You can really bite the edges in without needing to force too hard, without needing to work too hard and run around the side cut of that ski. A little drop, and we're onto the blue pitch. It's a very short piece, that Dahu. This is now the bottom of the couloir. It's still that same lovely chalky stuff. A little bit of traffic, I'll hold my speed steady. All right, now I can open it up, I've got some space. These are a 20-meter radius ski that I'm on right now, so they love these big turns. Almost getting my hip and my hand onto the ground with every big carve. These are the Ultimas 94, by the way, from Whitedot, these skis. Such a good single quiver ski. Like, you want one ski that does everything. That's what this ski is. And you can really just sit it on edge and plow around some carved turns like I just did. Or if you hit some soft snow, that 94 waist is quite big, so really quite powerful in the soft stuff too. And stiff enough that you can crank in the ski at some speed. That was a little cluster of pistes coming together at that point, 2,100 meters. top of Les Jeux, the mid-station of Pic Blanc 1 and 2. The big lift that goes up to the highest point in the area, that's the Pic Blanc. And here now, look, this is quite cool. This has been made super wide, this piste. And this half of it I'm in right now isn't groomed, it's untracked powder. Really soft, really uneven, really fluid turns are needed. And then now as I come over this way a bit more, I'm onto some hard packed snow that's been groomed a day or two ago. And then over this way slightly more. This was fresh corduroy first thing this morning, I suspect. And then, just to show you the differences, check my shoulder just off the side here, and I'm into lovely soft, oh, not there, back into lovely soft powder that's slightly tracked. And you really got to adapt your skills and your techniques to play with that different snow on the way down. As I come across here, it's going to get scratchy. There for a second. Back on the piste and the corduroy. And you can let it flow. Pop you off my head into my hand. As I cut over to the left, whee, more powder. I could have gone straight on, that would have led me back to where we were a moment ago on the signal. I'm going to come down this way, where I'm meeting the next team pretty soon. And this is down the Riffnell, one of these really wide open green beginner pistes. As you can hear, beautifully groomed, perfect learning terrain. So there you have it, this is Alpes d'Huez, just before Christmas 2024. The Christmas holidays are starting today, I think. So wherever you're spending your Christmas, I wish you the best one. If you are coming out here to Alpes d'Huez, you're too late to book me for this week. I'm already fully booked. But weeks to come and the rest of the winter, all my details are down in that information below, that little description of the video. And like you've seen how quick and easy it is to pop this camera off and on my head, change the views, do different things. And it's just as quick when I get it down to the editing suite later on. Have a little play and I can spin the view towards me. You can see my face. You can see forward, you can see down. You can see up the mountain I've just come from, way over to my left-hand side. It really doesn't take as long as people think. Highly recommend these Insta360 cameras. All of those links are in the description just down below, as well as loads of little hints and tips and tutorials and short videos and long videos that I've made, both on this YouTube channel and on my Instagram. So make sure you hit like and subscribe to stay in touch with all the information you might need. And hopefully, I'll see you here in Alpes d'Huez very soon. Bye.